What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fantasy Sports Now. Today I'm talking to you guys about QB targets that I'm looking for in every league. And if you'd like to jump right into the content like I do, then hit that sub button because I don't want to spend an hour talking about 5 guys. Everybody else seems to do that for some reason, and I don't know why. So let's jump into the content. In fact, I'm already there. You're back here, I'm up here. Let's go, baby. Let's jump right in. And the first guy I want to talk about is Lamar Jackson. Okay, it's interesting to me because Lamar Jackson 2 years ago was the first quarterback off almost every single board. I think the ESPN guy took him first overall in his league, which obviously he did it because he wanted to be seen or whatever. Whatever. I don't really care. So he has a bit of a down year. He finishes 10th, and I think that most people are just ready to write him off. They're just, well, whatever. We don't think he's real or whatever it is. I don't know the reason. But fantasy sports has him sitting here at 4th rank, and guys like Kyler Murray are going before him. And to me, if you're going to take Kyler Murray in the 4th round, and I could get Lamar Jackson in the 5th round or 6th round, I would much rather have Lamar Jackson. He did do that dip, and I don't expect that to happen again. Even if he did do that dip, it's not a terrible pick. He's going to maintain. He's going to go back up. I expect his passing to come in a little bit more. This is still an elite offense with a great rush first mindset that he is going to be dead square, dead involved in. And the other guy that's very similar to this, not to jump directly into the next name, but these guys are ranked right next to each other. So for me, Dak Prescott is the last guy in this kind of upper tier. And for me, I actually, in my personal rankings, have Dak actually above Josh Allen, which I know it sounds crazy. It sounds absolutely insane, but go check out the bust video to see why I think that. Little plug there. So for me, Dak Prescott is in at least that tier, and if you're going to take Josh Allen in the 3rd round and I can get Dak in the 6th or 7th, I've spent all of my running back value up front, and you're spending yours all at the back. I'd rather have top tier running back talent, receiver talent up front, and better quarterback or similar quarterback value than you got way up there in the back, rather than trying to take a quarterback here and a bad running back here. It's much harder to get running backs later. It just is, especially when you're talking about value and all that fun stuff. So Dak obviously comes off a horrible injury. It was not good. It was pretty gruesome. We all saw it. Like, we had to have watched it. We're like sick people, right? We have to see these kind of things. Luckily, I think he's going to be fine. Obviously, he signs the big contract. All those primetime guys are still there. Amari Cooper's still there. Zeke's still there. All these guys are going to this offense is going to burst. And it was going to happen last year, but it just, obviously he got hurt, and that was the end of it. So yeah, let's keep going here. Controversial one. Okay, here we go. Red flags. Here we go. So this, 2 things. One thing you got to keep in mind is what is today. It's 4/11. Okay, it's April 11th. So this is pre-draft that we're doing this. We're going to come out with more as the season go on. Post-draft breakouts and all this fun stuff. We're gonna do all those videos. But as of right now, Deshaun Watson has some legal stuff going on. This is not a political channel. Don't want to talk about it. It's a funny thing that happens in fantasy sports, where the whole personal aspect kind of plays tricks on people's mind. Now, I am somebody who I want to win my fantasy football league no matter what. To me, these are just guys that I'm drafting, and the clout of winning is more important than this personal feeling of, oh, I took this guy and he's got some weird stuff going on in his life. So what happens is a lot of people are going to drop him down their boards just solely based on this off-the-field stuff. And we don't know the truth, right? Who knows? I hope they find the truth, whatever it is, whatever it is. But off-the-field stuff drops players' values, and you, as somebody who wants to win a fantasy league, can take advantage of that, because right now they have them ranked at 7, and I think it's going to continue to trickle down the more this off-season stuff kind of comes to light. I really think so. But to me, on the field, Deshaun Watson is going to be an absolute stud again. I think that they are going to be running for their lives. I think they're going to lose a lot of games. I think that they're going to have to pass like crazy. Will Fuller is gone, and that's fine, because I don't think it really much matters, honestly. I think Deshaun Watson is a stud, and I think that, like I said, when you're losing, you're going to pass. We've had Matthew Stafford for many years, and all he did was pass. And that's what they're going to do again with Deshaun Watson. His value is going to dip because of all this stuff, which means there's going to be increased value for you if, depending. We got to keep watching. If you're watching this much later and there's updates, we'll get to those. Sorry, a bit of a spiel there. All right, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson had a career year almost. He threw 40 touchdowns. And it's like people don't remember that he threw 40 touchdowns, which is crazy to me. Russell Wilson is almost like the safest option this late in these ranks. They have Justin Herbert sitting right next to Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson threw 40 touchdowns and has had a Pro Bowl career, whereas Justin Herbert had a pretty good rookie season, and who knows what you're going to get out of him. So for me, he's dipping in the ranks too because of all this potential trade talk and all this fun stuff. I think he's going to stay. I think that's inevitable, but it's possible that he still moves, and I think that people are going to drop him for some reason down their ranks. Whereas, don't do that. Like, I would much rather have Russell Wilson, like I said, than Herbert, than Rodgers. Maybe Watson at this point with all this off the field stuff, right? So probably more than that, which puts him for me at 6, which is where he finished. So let's keep going here. Jalen Hurts is my last guy here. So Jalen Hurts to me is the up and comer. There's two of them. There's Jalen Hurts and there's Tua, right? There are these dual threats. So the game is changing a little bit. What was it, 10 years ago when Michael Vick was playing, the analysts were all saying that, oh no, the pocket passer is gone forever. And that's actually never been more true than now. The pocket passer is always going to exist. It's always there. Tom Brady's in this league. He's winning Super Bowls. He does not run. So, I mean, that's kind of how this goes, right? So, but to me, there's a group of guys. There's Josh Allen, there's Patrick Mahomes, there's Kyler Murray, there's Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, even Deshaun Watson, even Russell Wilson. All these guys run and pass, and they do it all, and that's great for fantasy. The pocket guy is fading because of fantasy purposes, right? So the next guys up for me are Jalen Hurts and Tua. And I think that Jalen Hurts is going to have the opportunity to show what he's got. So if you're late in this draft or in your drafts coming up, or it's pretty early for drafts still, but I would much rather take the high risk, high reward aspect of Hurts than a Bureau or a Matt Ryan, Kirk Cousins, these guys. You know what you're going to get from a Kirk Cousins. But for me, Jalen Hurts could potentially jump into that like top 8 category just because he does both of these things. So that's perfect for me, and I absolutely love it. And yeah, I think that's it. That's my list, right? Is that all 5 of them? That was quick. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time for the next list. I think we're going to do some breakouts. We'll get into that, and it'll be the draft before we know it, guys. Have a good one.